Jason Allentoff, I'm making this video for you. The honeymoon is over. I've started my blog 2 years ago about on weight loss, so I thought. Now, all I can tell you is this. It's not about weight loss, not directly. It's about being healthy. I think it was Paul Chek who said, appearance is the result of fitness. And I can tell you that whether you realize it or not, you really don't care what that scale says, and I'll prove it to you. Imagine for a minute that you weigh 295 pounds and are 8% body fat. Suddenly that weight doesn't matter, does it? What that scale says doesn't matter, because you're 295 pounds of beef. Baby. If you were to lift really heavy, even as you lose fat, you'd start to put on weight at some point because you'd be putting on muscle mass. So the scale is just a tool, and it tells us things. It tells us how gravity affects mass. It's an indirect measure at best. So I've been doing this for 2 years. I lost 80 pounds initially. Then I realized I needed to be stronger when I ran a Spartan race. And so I started lifting really heavy for about the last 9 months. Maybe a year. Yeah, about a year now. I ended up taking about 2 months off somewhere in there doing nothing. And I point all this out for one reason. What you are trying to do, you will not do in a week, a month, or even a year. This is not a sprint. This is a life change, as you've said. It's going to take a long time. And some of it's really going to suck. There are a lot of people out there trying to encourage you. And there are a lot of people out there that love you. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to talk to you as if you were sitting right here in front of me. I'm going to talk to you as if you've been one of my longtime friends. I know I don't know you as well as I might feel like I do from watching videos. And I know you don't know me as well as you probably should, because I'm awesome. But the first thing I have to say to you, Jason Allentoff, Mr. Allentoff, Jason, whatever you prefer to be called. This line about you're doing it for your daughter and you're doing it for your wife is a bunch of crap. Now, I'm going to have a bunch of people flame me and hate me for telling you this, but I'm talking to you from the heart. It's crap. You need to do this for Jason. Not even Jason Allentoff. That core of you that is Jason. That core of you that kind of wants the 22-year-old girl who's smoking hot to just like take a second look to see if she's missing out on something. You're not going to be unfaithful to your wife. You just would like a beautiful woman of any age to check you out. You want to do this for you because you want to be the one walking your daughter down the aisle. It has nothing to do with what your daughter, this isn't for your daughter, this is for you to be there. It's just for you to be able to see your wife naked one more time. This is for you to get to kiss her one more time. It's for you. There's nothing wrong with that. It's what it should be. Because by being selfish and taking care of yourself, you will be a better man for your wife, for your daughter, for any other kids you might have, or for anyone around you. For the people who watch Hey Killer Live, you will be a better person for all of them. Let me tell you what I did today. I came home from work. I ate a bag of chips, 750 calories of grease. Yeah. Then I made excuses about how I couldn't work out tonight. I kept making, I ate all those chips, there's no way I can work out. I got stuff to do, can't work out. And I kept making excuses all the way to the point where I lifted the weights off of the power rack I have in my basement. And I was there in my Chuck Taylors. I'm wearing a wife beater and a pair of boxer briefs. Too much information. Be glad I don't have full body video, baby. It would not be pretty. And I lifted and lifted and lifted. And then I came upstairs here in my someday living room. And I foam rolled and stretched. It's one day, man. One day of bad eating. I'm not going to do it tomorrow. I'm not going to do it all weekend. But I can guarantee you, because this is not a sprint, this is a rest of my life marathon, there's going to be a day where I eat a great big fat bucket of ice cream. So what? Chances are, at this point, I won't make it all the way through because I just can't do that anymore. I've been eating good for such a long time. Eating that bag of chips, afterwards I felt like crap, but I went down and lifted anyway. And I lifted heavy. That's what I'm doing right now. See, Jason, the people that care about you are trying to be nice to you and supportive, and they mean well. I'm trying to be supportive in the way I know how to be supportive, which is to tell you, you need to toughen up. You have to do things that are hard and know they're going to suck and do them anyway. In the Army, my buddies who were in the Army always said, embrace the suck. All right? My buddies who were Navy SEALs used to say the only easy day is yesterday. Because it's part of being a man. Is when you've got nothing left, you still go over and do that one last thing. Because you as a man have to make sure that the people in your household are taken care of. Even if you've got nothing left, you've got to go do it. You've got to go take care of it if you're a man and not just an old boy with some responsibility. So toughen up, man, and prepare for the marathon. Matter of fact, you know what? I challenge you. I challenge you. A year from now, 2015, sometime after the end of August. It can be through December, whatever. It could even be, we'll say 6 months from August to 2015, in that 6-month window, which can go into the summer of, that goes pretty much into the summer of 2016. You find a 5K, whether it's a 5K color run, I'd really like to see an obstacle course of some kind. Spartan race, mutter, local obstacle course, 5K. You sign up for it, I'll sign up for it, I'll come out to wherever you are and I will do it with you. I'll do it with you. You know why? Because something I don't think you understand is that you're worth it. You, Jason, are worth the effort. You are worth the effort of putting it into you. If you weren't, I wouldn't be sitting here making this video. This would just be a waste of my breath, and why would I do it? I'm doing it because you're worth it. You're worth the effort. And you have to believe that. I can believe it all day long, it doesn't matter. Until you believe you're worth the effort, it doesn't matter. So what I would like you to do first, before you do anything else, is go look in the mirror. Tell your wife you need to be left alone for a minute. Go look in the mirror. And tell yourself that you forgive yourself for whatever it is you did to get you to where you're at. Because you're in a lot of pain, even if you're not showing it to anybody. And I know because I've been there. I've been there looking in the mirror, disgusted with myself, unhappy about it, feel like I'm a failure. First step is to forgive yourself. Honestly, let it go. Then, the next step is to plan to train for something. Don't train to lose weight, because it'll never happen. Train for a race that we're going to do in a year. And get everybody else to show up for it. Let's raise some money for charity. Let's make up our own race. It doesn't matter, but set the goal and start training for it. And that way, on days where you want to eat 6 cheeseburgers and chips and ice cream, and I got to race. I got to stop now. I already ate that 1 cheeseburger, but I got to stop now because I got that race. And that 1 cheeseburger won't ruin the race. So I can stop now and get my stuff back together, and it's okay. That's your challenge, man. It's your challenge. I love you, brother. but you gotta love you. So, take a minute, get yourself back together, set up for the marathon, get rid of the bells and whistles. Lift ugly, exercise ugly. Alright? And we'll go from there. Let me know, man. You let me know where the race is. You let me know when they start accepting sign-ups. I will sign up for it. And I'll come out there and I will do it with you. Alright? Alright. The next thing you got to do is go sit down with your wife and say, hey, I know I said I'm doing this for you and my daughter. I'm doing it for me. And you know what she's going to do? What she's been doing. She's going to support you. She's going to love you. She's going to do what she can. And it's going to be all right. All right, man. I'm out.